Welcome, one and all to Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. We are here at the Boldmere Community Stadium for what is set to be a thrilling clash between Boldmere St Michael's and Coventry Sphinx. We're going to get you into your team news very shortly. Firstly, do remember to hit that like button on the YouTube section below the video if you are enjoying today's coverage. Leave a comment with any feedback or any messages you want read out on the air, and remember to subscribe for more exclusive content from the club. And the highlights will be available hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow afternoon. Depends on what the result is. Coventry Sphinx in their home strip of sky blue and white. Boldmere in their home strip of white and black. Let's get you into the starting lineup. Kicking off with our hosts of Boldmere St Michael's. Starting for the mics, number 1, Callum Smith. Number 2, Lewis Allison. 3, Kai Knight. Number 4, the captain, Joseph Holt. Number 5, Harry Craven. 6, Jack Byrne. 7, Ben Usher Shipway. 8, Callum Gittings. Number 9, Owen Parry. 10, Daniel Giassi. And number 11, Harry Sweeney. Substitutes for the mics, number 12, Andre Brown. 14, Ross Evans. 15, Ricardo Dudley. 16, Taz Chibaya. And 17, Callum North. And for Coventry Sphinx this afternoon, number 1, Keelan Fallows. Number 2, Joe Percy. Number 3, Finley Shorrock. Number 4, Luke Downs. 5, the captain, Lewis Guest. Number 6 is Callum Whiteside. 7, Jack Downs. 8, Jack Redhead. Number 9, Matty Shipman. 10, Leo Brown. And number 11, Gio Dainty. Substitutes for the Sphinx. Number 12, Callum Woodward. Number 14, William Edginguele. 15, Alex Locke. 16, Caelan Bailey-Nichols. And number 17, Jordan Hayward. And we are underway with a rather low sun affecting the camera somewhat, so let's hope the sun sets rather quickly. But Sphinx kicking from left to right, as we say, in their home strip of sky blue and white. Just the one change from Tuesday night's disappointing outing at Harborough, with a change in formation. William Edginguele dropping to the bench, and coming in his place is Jack Redhead, in what we now believe is going to be a 4-man back line. Downs. It's with Jack Downs from his brother Luke. Shipman. Downs looking to break into the penalty area, bundles it in, and Leo Brown in front of goal! Right in front of goal, stopped by the goalkeeper! Look at that! What a start! Unbelievable for Coventry Sphinx. Gio Dainty within 60 seconds! The perfect hangover cure from the midweek misery at Harborough. The reflected ball in from Jack Downs from the right-hand side fell to Leo Brown, who stuck one towards Smith in goal. The goalkeeper could keep that one out, but it was right into the path of Gio Dainty, who struck it straight through the laces and brings Coventry Sphinx into the lead within a minute. Free kick given against Coventry Sphinx early on there from the kickoff. That's 10 yards into Boldmere territory. Funked upfield into the danger zone, now towards Ben Usher Shipway. Well, it was flagged as offside anyway, as Usher Shipway looked to strike it towards the near post where Keelan Fallows was guarding it. And it just slipped off the boot. No real clean connection there. Well, if you're joining us a minute late, well, you're a minute late for the first goal of the game. Coventry Sphinx leading by 1-0 through Gio Dainty. It's over the head of Downs. Head back towards Lewis Guest. Redhead. Couldn't it for Jack Downs. Shipman. Putting Allison under pressure and forces it out. Well played from Shipman. Will be the last time that Shipman plays up front with Leo Brown. And Brown's 28-day loan set to expire after today's game. Although we are being told that efforts are being made to try and keep him at the club. Jack Downs. Shorrock, high cross. Shipman's up there, but it's nodded into relative safety by Craven. Slid across towards Percy by Luke Downs, and Percy able to return the ball to Downs, and now Downs slipping down the right-hand side for Brown. Brown cutting in. Leo Brown trying to curl it! Oh, that would have been an absolute perler, but well held by Callum Smith between the sticks for Boldmere. Well, this has been a brilliant start for Coventry Sphinx. Boldmere have got to try and get themselves a foothold in this game, and fast. And can they do it with Giassi? It's Parry, strikes it over. Well, a player in the form of Owen Parry, you would have expected that to hit the back of the net. Of course, keep up to date with what's going on around the grounds, especially at the Den, where Coventry City are taking on Millwall. Quite a few changes in that one, with Jay Bidwell starting at left back in place of Jay De Silva. Matty Shipman, Matty Shipman, imagine Matty Shipman playing for Cov. Matt Godden, I should say, captaining the side in place of McFadden, who's only on the bench. Appeals of a foul there by Usher Shipway. Referee says nothing doing as Downs hooks it out on this near side. And if you missed the early kickoff, it finished Man City 1, Liverpool 1 at the Etihad Stadium. Equaliser from Trent Alexander-Arnold, cancelling out Erling Haaland's 27th minute opener. And there's already been a goal at the City ground. Nottingham Forest beating Brighton by 1-0. It goes down the left-hand side. Turned away by Whiteside. Brown. And Dainty asking a little too much of Matty Shipman there with the through ball. It's back with Smith. Knight. Looking for the run of Usher Shipway. Launches towards the ball and the pressure from Callum Whiteside. Whiteside wraps his leg around the midfielder, but it's gone out of play before he got a contact on the ball. That will be a goal kick for Coventry Sphinx. 5 minutes gone at the newly named Boldmere Community Stadium. It was once known as the Trevor Brown Memorial Ground after the late chairman. And after some significant improvements around the ground, a new name has been drafted in. And Coventry Sphinx lead by 1-0. Long may that continue. Shipman is headed towards Brown on the left-hand side of the park, cleared by Allison. Whiteside to Shipman. Redhead looking to dart through, was caught on the way through, referee says no. Giassi. Scrambling across on this near side. Gittings. Back to Giassi. Looking to cut in, step in from Joe Percy, takes it away and thumps it clear towards Brown. But cushioned down. Very difficult to see on the camera, unfortunately, because the sun is glaring into it. Downs. Side challenge in by Byrne. And Sweeney dragged down. And his foot taken away from him there, and it will be a free kick to Boldmere St Michael's. So the free kick to come. Sweeney is standing over it, Giassi too. Certainly in shooting range for the Mites. Can they drag themselves level after 5 minutes? The Wall being given their instructions from the match official. It is Sweeney and punched over. Fallows saw it coming all the way. So corner from the right-hand side, which Sweeney will take again. And he's been asked to take it from the left-hand side rather than the right, which is where he was situated. Sweeney in position. Fallows calls for it and claims. Falls to the ground. He's ready to launch it upfield. Fallows at the centre of the park. Brown launching into the back of Byrne there. Referee says nothing doing. Sweeney under pressure. Knight dinks up the left, but no one makes the run. It's easy pickings for Joe Percy at right back. Floats towards Shipman. Shipman nods it down. Dainty a couple of paces behind it. And clear by Allison. Luke Downs. Now to his brother Jack. Chip pass for Shipman. Percy takes it on. Redhead. Controlled on the edge of the area by Leo Brown. Redhead again. Brown wants it back. Gives it back to Redhead. Redhead brought down the edge of the area. Appeals from Jack Redhead, but referee not impressed. And Usher Shipway skips past Luke Downs. Being followed by Dainty, needs support and may get it from Sweeney, but rolls it right with Giassi instead. Giassi looking for a route in. Taking on Shark. It's a high cross and it's behind the goal. We've got the Championship. Blackburn have taken the lead against Stoke at the Bet365 Stadium. Still 0-0 between Millwall and Coventry City. And of course, keep your day to see what's going on around the grounds in our own league, the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands, and Leo Brown with two hands in the back there on, I think it was Craven. The referee gives the free kick around the midway point. Craven takes. Sweeney's waiting in the area. Outlet by Whiteside, but the second's collected by Usher Shipway. Loved him by Knight. Whiteside again gets his bonds on that, but there's handball claims there from the Boldmere men. The referee once again keeps his whistle in his pocket. Allison trying to trick his way into a crossing opportunity. Once more, it's Whiteside's clearance with the head. Usher Shipway takes it on. Ben Usher Shipway. He was hoping for top bins. He found the car park. Keelan Fallows to take the goal kick for Coventry Sphinx. Well, I'm glad to say that we have perfect Wi-Fi signal here at the Boldmere Community Stadium. The last couple of times that I visited here with my previous club, the Wi-Fi wasn't brilliant, but it's, I must say it's much improved now. We're on the old 5G. Giassi bundled into touch by Finley Shark. Referee gives the throw in favour of Coventry Sphinx, which infuriates the Boldmere staff. The throw comes to nothing after volley clearance from Allison. Shark challenging from the side by Parry, and the referee does indeed give the free kick. Oh, and rather angry reaction there from Owen Parry. Some referees would have brought the card straight out after that. A few expletives, which we won't repeat on air. There have been some early goals in the Northern Premier League Midlands, which we'll tell you about shortly after this passage of play. Goal kick eventually deflects to Usher Shipway, launched upfield. Parry sent high into the sky by Guest to keep it away from the number 9. Was a handball against Sweeney. Referee says no. The arms were by the side. Redhead to Dainty, the goal scorer. Down the left for Brown. Craven able to get his body between player and ball, but forced into the corner by Brown. Clearance along the left-hand touchline. Dainty intercept despite the best efforts of Usher Shipway. Jack Downs. Now with Redhead. No dummy cross there, plays it down line to Dainty. Here's Jack Downs again. Redhead looked for the give and go, but block made by the Boldmere number 8 in Callum Gittings. And out for a throw-in level with the penalty area. It's going to be Shark to take it. Brown and Shipman waiting in the area. It's thrown to Downs. A cushion pass back to Finley Shark was picked up by Allison, who plays that for another throw-in further down line. Now halfway into the Mike's territory. Chest control by Shipman right on the byline. Not into the area by Dainty, but Brown just beaten to it by the Boldmere captain Hull. From back into the danger zone, Dainty looking to flick it on, offside calls, referee says no. And just shy of the penalty area will be another throw on the left-hand side for the Sphinx. Brown quickly closed down, nodded onto Redhead, looking for the return ball to Brown. There's a real scramble in there. It's cleared as far as Joe Percy. High boot claims once again from Boldmere. They're not getting any decisions here. Downs. Stop 101 by Gittings again as he tried to find the crossing opportunity. Throw in to Coventry Sphinx. It's thrown straight to the feet of Downs. Downs handball claims. Well, it did hit the arm, but they were close to his chest. Redhead absolutely furious. It could well have been a penalty as well because it looked like it was on the line. The decision is a corner only. Oh, number one fan Naira over there, not happy with Boldmere's reactions. Redhead, keeper comes for it and claims well in front of Matty Shipman. Quick clearance. Up towards Parry. Couldn't get that first touch. And faint push into the back of Joe Percy. Free kick in his own backyard for the Sphinx right back. We're at 13 minutes here at the Boldmere Community Stadium. Boldmere St Michael's 0, Coventry Sphinx 1. A goal in the first minute from Gio Dainty separates the two sides at the moment in this important clash towards the lower echelons of the table. Fallows. Shipman couldn't get a hell in it, but does flick it on towards Brown. Allison tries to clear. They got up to the halfway line with Giassi. Drilled on by Byrne. Parry looking to cut in from the right, taking on Guest. Guest just takes the ball away from him with the right foot. Good challenge from the stand-in skipper, who may well be losing that armband back to Callum Woodward. Woodward back on the bench for the first time in 7 weeks after a fractured fibula suffered on the 7th of October. Incidentally, before the Harbour game, that was the last time that Sphinx lost in the league. By Sweeney, header away by Guest. Just to cross that for Usher Shipway. Dance around Shark, punts the cross in, it floats through the penalty area onto the near side of the park, cleared by Percy. Brown nods it on. It was overnight, but too far to Hull. Knight to the edge of the area, cushioned header by Whiteside, allowing Percy to lob it away. Redhead, headed on by Luke Downs to Shipman, snatched away at the crucial moment by Byrne, and Usher Shipway will kickstart the counter. Allison to Giassi, being held by Dainty, referee says no. Giassi not happy, the ball stays with him, the confines of play. Dainty launches it up towards Leo Brown. Brought down for Allison by Craven at the expense of a throw. Just shy of the away dugout. Shark with ball in hand towards Shipman. Off the bounce towards Brown, but met in the air by Hull. Bit of head tennis going on here until it's emphatically thumped away by Craven. Appears to a foul there on Dainty as he went down, maybe a tad easily. Percy. Heavy touch by Brown, takes it to Usher Shipway in the centre circle. Plays it to the right. Dainty cuts across Allison, but can't stop the ball being launched up the right-hand side, looking for Giassi. It's a simple gather for Keelan Fallows. Fallows' delivery. Sent back where it came from by Byrne. Only as far as the feet of Whiteside at centre-back for Sphinx. On Smith Was hoping that ball was going to bounce back into his area. He wasn't going to have the legs on it before a Sphinx player could make contact, so he hooks it into the midfield, but Sphinx come back with it. Shipman fancies himself as a winger here. Redhead covered up by Allison. Now being challenged by Usher Shipway. And the referee has given, I think he's given the corner there. There was a little hand in the back by Shipway. We did make contact with the ball. Can Sphinx go for goal number 2? Redhead, I guess, was up there, headed it out of the keeper's hands. With a clearance made, up to Parry. Usher Shipway, challenged from behind by Dainty, but able to scramble away. Turn to Craven now with Allison. Giassi tracks back. Allison once again just into Mike's territory. Giassi. Looking at a packed midfield and has to play it into defence with Hull. Knight runs into Leo Brown. Referee says nothing doing. Bit of argy-bargy there. Cross nodded away by Whiteside. Head back into the danger zone by Usher Shipway. But it will go no further as it's punted clear by Whiteside. Shipman up for it. The seconds fall to Hull. Shipman makes the block on Hull. Brown a little slow to the seconds. Parry receives it up line, but Lewis Guest once more in with the tackle. Neither team maintaining possession particularly well at this moment in the game. Shipman drags it back for Sphinx again, but overhit to Downs. Knight bounces up towards Joe Percy at right back, right on the touchline. End-to-end stuff here, struggling to keep up. It's almost like a rugby match where they just kick the ball to each other. Eventually, Shark slides it into touch in the Boldmere half of the field on the far side. Well, let's let you know what's going on elsewhere in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Sutton Coldfield with a surprise lead at Harborough. James Tagg in the 16th minute there. Giassi knocks it away from Finley Shark, looking for the crossing opportunity, but tricks himself into touch via a deflection from Shark. Well, the goalkeeper, Callum Smith, asking the assistant for his opinion on one of the matters at the other end of the park. But Nigel standing his ground. Leo Brown tying his boots as Sphinx defend this corner. Shipman nods it only as far as Sweeney, but Sweeney can't bring it under control, and Jack Downs ends the danger. It's up towards Brown. Good chest control by Brown. And he's got the wrong side of the defender now, can use his rapid pace to try and get through, but Craven, like a bulldozer, just stands in front of the Alvechurch loanee and shepherds it back to Smith in goal. Hinckley LRFC are leading Cambridge City by 1-0. It's Lye 1, Quorn 1, and Shepshire Dynamo 1-0 up at home to AFC Rushden and Diamonds. The other games all remain 0-0 except here, where after 20 minutes it remains 1-0 to Coventry Sphinx. Shark. Shipman clearly being held there. Referee says nothing doing. Tries the through ball to Leo Brown, and that's an emphatic clearance from Smith. Like a traction engine, that right foot. Fallows collects on the left side of his box, with Parry hoping that beats him one-on-one. Remember to hit the like button if you're enjoying today's coverage. Leave a comment with any message you want read out on the air. We'll do our best, of course, if they're clean. How do I burn? Collected by Knight on the left-hand side, trickles into Sphinx territory. Knight again. Gittings closed down by Jack Downs, gets it away just in time to Hull. Craven wants it on the right, but safely back with Smith on the edge of his penalty area. And for another long one. It's aimed towards Usher Shipway on the left. Couldn't take it around Joe Percy, who like a Kung Fu star flies in with that kick. Gittings nearly catching Gyasi out there. Gyasi forced away from the penalty area and back towards the halfway line. Allison, his ball charged down by Gio Dainty, and the seconds collected by Shipman. Has he taken it over the line? Yes, he has. And a throw-in to be taken for Boldmere St Michael's 15 yards into enemy territory. And they force back into their own backyard. Good pressing from Downs. Craven, the big centre-back, curls it left. Out with Knight. Usher Shipway wants to defeat and gets it defeat. Sweeney's up there with him, but forced back by Redhead. Gittings. Now with Hull at centre-back. And again, back to Smith. Sphinx holding firm, protecting this lead at all costs. The long ball meets the head of Shorrock. Although it was intended for Gyasi, headed out in front of the Mike's dugout. This time Gyasi gets his head on that ball, wrestling for position with Finley Shorrock. The referee said it's fair game. Gyasi couldn't beat his man. Redhead steams in with a chance with Gyasi able to maintain it. Gittings tried the curveball to the right-hand side, looking for Byrne, but it was under-hit. And that will be a throw-in to Coventry Sphinx in their own final third. And there's going to be an early change here for Boldmere St Michael's. That's the number 2 on the ball. That's Allison. So it appears after just 23 minutes, Lewis Allison is being withdrawn and is set to be replaced by Taz Chabaya. Gyasi. Once again rooted on that right-hand side of the penalty area, tries the cross blocked by the midsection of Shorrock. Too easy for the Coventry Sphinx left back. And well, it appears it's an injury-induced substitution here as Allison's gone down. There's obviously motioned over to the bench that he was unable to continue and now has hit the deck, clearly needing treatment. So the substitution is going to take place very shortly. We're expecting it to be Taz Chabaya coming on. It might make more sense to bring on Ricardo Dudley, who can play at centre-back and right-back. I haven't had many dealings with him at Bedford United. And it is going to be Dudley, in fact. So Ricardo Dudley on in what is set to be a straight swap. Started Tuesday night's game at rugby at centre-back, but now be bombing along the wings, trying to get Boldmere back into this. The linesman getting back into position. Thrown by Usher Shipway. Flicked towards Parry, didn't reach him. Into the hands of Fallows. Fallows taking his time. So what's Shipman? Being held from behind by Knight. Referee says nothing doing. Sweeney. Back with Hull, the captain. Smith receives it in goal. Chips it to the left-hand side. Percy nods it back into the midfield. Gittings takes it all the way to the touchline in Boldmere territory. Hull, another punt along the wing, nodded up by Sweeney, who will get to the second. It's Parry who nods it down, but Jack Dow's going to get there first. A bit of pushing and pulling from both teams in there. Referee says, well, you're both as bad as each other, keep playing. Gittings receiving it from Byrne. Crossfield ball to Ricardo Dudley. And Dudley has gone to ground there, little trip. Maybe he hasn't done his laces up. Knight looking for the run through of Byrne, but it's going to be his opposite number 6, Whiteside, who beats him to it. running away from the penalty area as long ball cushioned on by Downs, looking for Shipman. Oh, and Matty Shipman. Feels he was caught in the face there by Hull, but he came as good as he got. Pushed back at the Boldmere captain. Redhead, a tangle of legs, tripping Giassi from behind in the centre circle. It's taken quickly, that free kick. And Giassi going to use his scintillating speed to get through. It's Giassi taking it all the way to the penalty area, stopped by Guest. And emphatically cleared by Whiteside. Luke Downs after that Boldmere long ball. Knight beating Shipman to it. Knight. Higher one along the left-hand side, and it curls out of touch. Level with the penalty area for Coventry Sphinx, and the Boldmere back line not happy with how they're playing. Everything starting in the back for Boldmere, trying to play out from defence with these long balls. They're not quite working for the home side. Well, we're halfway through the first half here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. It's been end-to-end stuff. Not that much in the way of goal-mouth action, but certainly an intriguing first half. Redhead trying to get on the end of that one in the centre circle, was dragged out of the way. Referee says nothing doing, but it's headed on by Luke Downs to Brown, and again Redhead goes to ground, and again the referee moved. Then a little trip on Usher Shipway. Once more the referee says no. There could have been 3 fouls in there. Redhead looking to play it left to Leo Brown, but one of the white and black shirts getting in the way. Now, it's with Sweeney racing shoulder to shoulder with Downs. He's won that battle for pace. Can he win it against Percy? No, he's forced back to Gittings. Now Byrne thinks it through, looking for an option, but Guest in plenty of space to clear. No Boldmere players around. Not sure who he was looking for there, the Boldmere midfielder. Dudley now with Byrne. It's a congested midfield area. Boldmere are struggling to find their way through. Brown. Knight to Usher Shipway. Usher Shipway looking to race past Percy. Down line with Gittings. Stumbles past Percy, but Percy, looked like he took the ball there, but the referee says no. He took out the leg instead. And it will be a free kick on the left-hand side of the penalty area for Boldmere. Plenty of options in there for Boldmere St Michael's as Harry Sweeney lines it up. 2-man wall of Shorrock and Luke Downs in the way to try and cut off that near post option. Guest taking the lines with the keeping on Usher Shipway, who was in an offside position. It's Parry who nods it down, couldn't get the power behind it. Nodded it into the turf and safely gathered. Remains Boldmere St Michael's 0, Coventry Sphinx 1 after half an hour. Goal kick from Fires nodded on by Brown. I think he was looking for Matty Shipman there, but Shipman wasn't making the run. It's Harmsley into the penalty area with Smith. Now rolled out to the left back, Knight. Looking for an option in the centre, but chest controlled by Jack Downs, who sends it back where it came from. Return to centre from Downs. Holds long ball, met in the air by Luke Downs on that occasion. Knight nods it into the centre circle with Byrne. Rolls it right with Giassi, and Dudley takes it on. Ricardo Dudley can move. Can he cross? He took it all the way to the line. Challenged in by Dainty, who clears right in the corner. It's going to be a throw-in. And Usher Shipway is going to put the delivery in from the right side. Usher Shipway in. Nodded clear by Downs. Giassi, first to the seconds, as Boldmere will try again from the midfield. Craven, long ball in. Another good header by Callum Whiteside. Down with Downs. Craven, Boldmere not giving up on this one. Well, they will now. It's a throw-in after the Sphinx clearance. Craven. Now Byrne. Usher Shitway racing along the right-hand side. It wasn't the best of crosses, but it has gone into the corner after it was flicked out by Gio Dainty. Giassi. Cross cannons off the back of Finney Sharrock with the seconds forward to Sweeney. Took it over the line as he skipped out of Sharrock's way. Forgot to try and slow the pace of the ball. That will be the goal kick for Keelan Fallows. Well, aside from the first 5 minutes, there hasn't really been a lot of action in the box. It's been very much a midfield battle. The Sphinx struck early, they struck hard, they struck with success by getting that goal in the first 60 seconds through Dainty, and it's been a crucial goal because aside from that, there hasn't been any real opportunities. Well, frankly, the sun is starting to set now, so we can hopefully have a clearer view of that particular section of the park in the second half. Luke Downs hacked down from behind as he controlled the ball. No doubt that's going to be a free kick against Byrne. You can hear the yell from Downs from here. And is Guest going to leave it for Fallows? Yes, he is. About 10 yards outside his penalty area. Up by Byrne, just keeps it. Does he know? Took it all the way to the line, couldn't keep it in on that second header. Sharrock looking for options. Dainty trying to make himself available, and it is towards Gio Dainty. Chest control, plays it along the line to Matty Shipman, covered up by Rico Dudley, and they've got the corner out of it. Dudley forcing the ball out, blocking that cross. And there's been a goal at the Den. Millwall 0, Coventry City 1. Matty Godden in the 30th minute, putting the Sky Blues ahead. Well, Redhead was ready to take the corner there, but there's a bit of pushing and pulling around the goal line involving Brown and Hull. Encroachment on the goalkeeper as well, so the referee keeping an eye on that. By Redhead, not away the near post by Gittings. Downs, second chance for Sphinx. Redhead slices it across the penalty area, but driven away. Back in the centre circle with Joe Percy, floated over the back line. Keeper comes for it and claims. Well held by Callum Smith. Neither goalkeeper have been particularly busy in this first half. Will that change after the break? That's a Shipway. Caught by Whiteside, and that's not the best of decisions from the referee there. He was trying to clear the ball. It looks like Usher Shipway ran into his outstretched leg. Usher Shipway dancing and trying to find his way past Downs. Sweeney across the penalty area, plays a 1-2 with Byrne. Pirouettes around Downs. Harry Sweeney sets his sights on the goal. For a moment it looked like it was heading in, but the deflection takes it wide. Sweeney with another set piece. Can they make this one count? Towards that near post. It's first time ball away from Downs. Craven. Return to sender. It's with Sweeney again. Covered up by Percy. Forced into the corner. Nice little pirouette by Sweeney. Referee says get up as he goes to ground, and the challenge of Percy, and Percy has skewed that one onto the roof of the main stand. And Harry Craven less than pleased with the decisions being made against his team. Feels like it should have been a foul on Sweeney. He was trying to duck and dive around Joe Percy, went to ground, stopped the ball while on the ground too, thinking he was going to get the decision. He didn't. Usher Shipway head to the edge of the area, and Redhead can start the counter. Asking too much of Brown to race down the left-hand side. He was a bit more central than Redhead was expecting. It's cut out by Dudley. Now Giassi racing away from Shorrock. Great run here by Giassi. Still going, Daniel Giassi, taken out on the edge of the area. The lunge in by Gio Dainty. On the edge of the semicircle outside the penalty area, Boldmere with probably their best chance of the game. Into the last 10 minutes when we are taking a break at half time. So get yourself a mug of something hot or a glass of something cold. Get back here for 4 o'clock for the conclusion of this afternoon's match. Giassi steps up. Oh, a fantastic hit! Giassi on point. Pinpoint accuracy from the Boldmere number 10. Follows didn't stand a chance. And from a foul which Sphinx didn't believe they should have conceded, they've handed the advantage back. And it's now all square. The Boldmere Community Stadium. Boldmere St Michael's 1, Coventry Sphinx 1. Well, stadium announcer just said that Leo Brown scored, but that's the wrong team, fella. It's definitely Giassi who scored for Boldmere St Michael's. It's a thankless job, media, it really is. From the kickoff, Luke Downs, as Sphinx now had to try and find their attacking prowess. Chipping in from the side on Giassi, and that'll be a throw-in on the halfway line to Boldmere St Michael's, taken quickly by Dudley. It's not as far as Jack Downs, and Downs booting it to the right-hand side of the park. Brown trying to get there, and it's put out off Leo Brown by Hull, who got there first, just tacked it off the leg of the Sphinx number 10. Smith. Sweeney parries up there. Parry gets head on it, but the loose ball will fall to Downs. Brown's offside, can't make any interference in play. And the ball bounces harmlessly out for a throw-in, just about level with the Boldmere penalty area for the home side, which will be taken by Knight. Sweeney makes himself available. It's over Sweeney towards Gittings. Gittings flicked on by Usher Shipway. Now Parry. Challenged from behind by Whiteside. Referee says nothing doing. Parry turns away from Jack Downs. Usher Shipway. Pinballs off Jack Downs. Usher Shipway back on the halfway line and floats it over for Dudley, but a space to utilise now for Boldmere St Michael's. Burns. It's closed down by Dainty. That space seems to have gone now. Dudley. He's got Redhead in front of him, and Redhead makes the block. And so does Downs as Dudley got it back and once again tried to play it. Sharrock's clearance high up the left and over the line for the throw deep into Boldmere territory. Smith ducks past Matty Shipman. A dangerous ball across his own penalty area to Knight, when Brown could have tried to get something on it. Like the parry from the back, but met in the air by Guest. Boldmere not deterred. Byrne drills it up for Parry. Good first touch, but takes it too close to the goalkeeper. Left Guest and Whiteside behind, but it took him into the path of Fallows. So look for the Premier League scores. Burnley 0, West Ham 0, Luton 0, Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle 1, Chelsea 1, Forest 1, Brighton 1, and Sheffield United 0, Bournemouth 1. Brown just ran into a black and white wall. It's lobbed upfield by Giddings. And on the edge of his own penalty area, Fallows had to punt that one into the car park. Someone's going to have to make a call to auto glass tonight. Owen Parry was a little too close for company for Fallows. Parry cushions it down for Gyasi. Fancies his chances again, and he wasn't a million miles away. Well, Sphinx will be happy that they're into the last 5 minutes of the first half. As the game has gone on, Boldmere have got a foothold in this match and trying to wrestle control back. Could Sphinx be set for another draw? Sean Thomas and John would have said they're happy to go unbeaten for so long, but they need to start turning draws into victories. They had the lead for the majority of this first half, but lost it through that free kick from Gyasi. Brilliant finish, but questions will be asked why it was conceded. Shipman charges down the attended pass from Sweeney. It's thrown on the far side of the field. Boldmere trying to make good on this possession. There goes the throw from Dudley. Brought to feet by Shorrock, and the pressure from Gyasi. Upfield to Brown. Chance from behind by Hall takes it away from him. Guess knotted away from Gyasi after the ball from the midfield from Giddings. Redhead. Downs aimless ball. Sphinx have got to try and find players in blue shirts here. The passing's not been great. Thumped into Sphinx's final third. Guess has got to deal with this one with Parry lurking menacingly. It's a short one to Shorrock. Now Luke down. Sphinx can't get caught up in their own penalty area here. As Whiteside able to get it away from Usher Shipway, but it's going to come back with Gyasi. Knight, the left back, forced to the wing by Downs, but finds Usher Shipway. You know the damage that he can do. Byrne to Knight. Now Gyasi. It was his goal that levelled the scores. Can he try and tilt the pendulum further into Boldmere's favour? Gyasi plays it down line to Knight. First time delivery by Knight, sent high into the sky by Whiteside. Who's going to bring that one down? It's Jack Redhead who plays it across to Luke Downs, but slides into the path of Byrne. Loses the ball. Sweeney. Another lunge in, this time by it's Downs again. Referee says no foul. Didn't make contact with the player, but if he did, that certainly would have been a foul. Boldmere pushing everyone up. And that's a rather tame effort for Boldmere's number 8, Callum Gittings. Drills it low to the left, well wide. Oh, we're about to enter added time now. The only real stoppage was for the substitution midway through the first half, with Ricardo Dudley replacing Lewis Allison, who quite clearly couldn't continue. No indication as to how long there's going to be. Some teams announce the added time, some don't. Who's going to forward to in the midfield? It's Jack Downs who nodded on towards Shipman. Sent back where it came from by Byrne, but Downs are going to play it over the back line. Hall brings it to feet, has to turn away from Leo Brown's clearance, straight back onto the chest of Downs. He can take it into the path of Knight for Boldmere St Michael's. His clearance. Luke Downs to Redhead in their own half. Looking for Leo Brown, tried to cushion it with the header to Shipman, but wayward. Dudley back to Smith. And the referee blows for half time for just 1 minute of added time. It wasn't a first half particularly filled with quality. It was a real scramble of a first half. But both sides have got a goal. Inside the first 60 seconds, Gio Dainty taking advantage of Leo Brown's effort, saved by Smith. He drilled it home from close range, and then a scintillating free kick from Daniel Gyasi, bringing it back level here at the Boldmere Community Stadium. Half-time, it's 1-1. Right, before we leave you for the half-time break, let's take you through what's going on in the Pitching In Northern Premier League Midlands. The latest scores are Anstey Nomads 2, Coleshill Town 0, Bedworth United 1, Gresley Rovers 0, Boldmere St Michael's 1, Coventry Sphinx 1.
It says Harry Sweeney, but it's not Harry Sweeney. He must have been injured in...
Oh, well, that was a team sheet correction. Where were we? Coventry Town 0, Loughborough 0, Harbour Town 0, Sutton Coldfield 2, Hinckley LRFC 1, Cambridge City 0, Town 2, Corn 1, Shepshed 2, AFC Rushden Diamonds 0, Spalding 2, Sporting Cowser 0. Big game there at the top of the table, and Walsall Wood 0, Rugby Town 0. In the Premier League, Burnley 0, West Ham 0, Luton 0, Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle 1, Chelsea 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Brighton 2, Sheffield United 0, Bournemouth 2, and at the Den in the Championship, it's Coventry City leading Millwall by 1-0 through Matty Godden's 30th minute goal. We're going off air now for the next 10 minutes for a quick break. Be back here for 4 o'clock for the conclusion of this match. Second half coverage coming your way live from the Boldmere Community Stadium in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Boldmere St Michael's 1, Coventry Sphinx 1 is the current score. No changes at half time from what we can see. Coventry Sphinx will now be kicking from right to left and will be starting the second half. And Matty Shipman with a false start there. There was also one from Parry on the opposite side, so it's 1-1 there as well. Now we can get underway. Let's see if the Sphinx can start quickly as they did in the first half. Remember, Gio Deggy scoring in the first 60 seconds of the opening period. Well, Knight gets it for Boldmere and hoofs it along the left. Parry caught by Jack Downs. Referee says no. It's been a game of long ball from both sides, really. It hasn't been particularly pretty and hasn't been particularly effective. And even was that ball from Giassi into the midfield as Dainty is bundled over. Now Usher Shipway racing away with it. Down the right-hand side, Usher Shipway followed by Luke Downs and Shorrock. It's a poor cross, easily gathered to the near post by Keelan Fallows. And get the right contact with it there, Usher Shipway. Fallows towards Shipman. Shipman had a hold of Craven's shirt there. Referee says nothing doing. Shipman punts it into the centre circle. Downs nods it back. And Craven using Shipman as a launch pad there. And a bit of afters there. Shipman holding onto Craven's leg. And Craven shoving him in the back. Well, personally, I think it should have been a free kick for Sphinx, but what do I know? Giassi challenge Shorokin from behind. That will be a throw in on the halfway line. Well, Craven appealing at what Shipman did, but clearly it should have been a free kick for Sphinx before any of that even happened. Shorrock plays a 1-2 with Downs towards Dainty. Flicked on by ahead of Shipman. Brown across the redhead, and there's space on the right-hand side for Joe Percy. Percy collects, Percy shoots, but couldn't keep it down. Just scoops over the woodwork. For the first time since the opening 5 minutes of the first half, Sphinx looks possible. They had a chance to score. So it's away by Smith in goal. Dainty receives from Finley Shark. Now Shipman renewing his battle with Craven, and that time Craven's won it. He's put a hand on the shoulder, just edging him over the line for a throw right in the corner to Sphinx. So to Boldmere, I should say. Well, we have been informed of a slight error, well, quite a big error actually, with the team sheets. We were told that Harry Sweeney was set to start the game as Luke Downs goes down to the challenge of Giassi. Free kick to Sphinx. So Sweeney was put down as the number 11. We were told, though, at half-time that, in fact, it hasn't been Sweeney playing at all. It's been Evans. So Evans, who was down as number 14, has obviously come into the starting lineup after a potential injury to Sweeney. So number 11 is Ross Evans, not Sweeney. Temperatures have dropped, so has the sunlight. So rather chilly. Boldmere Community Stadium. Gio Dainty looks for his second of the afternoon, drills it, and cleared by Hull. Onto the halfway line, Sphinx have got it back. Percy. Downs. Closed down by Knight, gets the throw in out of it, but wanted to play in the overlap of Joe Percy. Downs again gets the throw in as his past cannons off Gittings. Floating ball over the back line, met by Knight, sent high into the sky by Byrne. Bounces on this near side, Dainty. Headed away from Giassi. Shorrock was looking for Matty Shipman, but nodded out by Craven under pressure. That's going to be a Sphinx throw-in. Dainty. And again sent off a Sphinx man. And Usher Shipway absolutely incensed. Believes that should be a Boldmere ball. Referee says no. Shark's going to take it. He's got Dainty and Redhead with him. Leo Brown making himself available too in his last game for Coventry Sphinx before returning to Alvechurch after his loan deal. And it is to Brown. Forced into the corner, but gets the throw out of it, and his guest asking for a free kick there, but it was good. Solid pressure from Boldmere. So throw leveled the penalty area, taken by Shark. Back to Shark from Downs. Couldn't find the Sphinx man. It's on the volley away by Hull, and Luke Downs tried to slip it through his brother Jack, but it just went all the way through out for a goal kick. Well, the temperature has certainly dropped during half time. It's absolutely freezing right now. So Smith places the ball. And it's going to get us underway once again with this goal kick. There it goes. Towards Guest. Gets onto it, nodded on by Brown. And Matty Shipman trying to get there ahead of Craven, but Craven back to Smith and swipe clear by the Boldmere goalkeeper. Onto the head of Whiteside. Getting beaten Downs mid-air, but it was only as far as Jack. Downs his long ball towards Brown. Oh, Smith could only find Redhead. He tried to chip it over the goalkeeper, but just sliced off his boots. Redhead, what a beautiful ball that is, and Shipman has been flagged offside as he smashes it into the back of the net. Shipman can't understand why the flag was raised. And surely the referee's not going to book him for that. He is. Of all the instances that could have yielded yellow cards in the first half, it's that one that produces the first booking of the game. That's, well, quite frankly, I think that's a poor decision from the man in black. Smith. For Parry up there, it's nodded up. Who can bring it down? Giddings. And Parry racing into the penalty area. Lewis Guest just beats him to the punch under pressure and has to hook it out on that far side before he took it over the line for the corner. So throwing to be taken by Evans. Launched in by Ross Evans. Strong header clear by Lewis Guest, but it will fall to Giassi. Evans again, second delivery. Was looking for Hull, little push by Lewis Guest as it fell down. Clearance made by Luke Downs. Out on the far side, midway into Sphinx territory for another throw into Boldmere. Evans. And across the area by Knight. Shark to Dainty. He's tried to get it back into the danger zone, but Shark has surely entered the danger now. And he has with that second clearance. I think it was nodded up towards Evans. Brown having his arm held there by Ricardo Dudley. Craven. I thought the ball had gone to me, but referee says no as he slid it up towards Evans. Sphinx have got it back though. Dainty looks for Brown, but again it's Craven getting involved, sending it back. Usher Shipway. Chip ball for Parry. Guest gets his head on it to Luke Downs. Now Whiteside. Back to Downs. Across to Jack Downs. Floating ball from Downs towards Matty Shipman. Shoulder to shoulder with Knight. Holds it up well with Percy making himself available up there. Shipman looking for a route around in towards Brown. Header away by Hull. Shipman's offside. He can't receive that lofted ball from Jack Downs, and Boldmere have to be safe here. Nodding back to the keeper. It looks like one of the Boldmere men has gone down injured there. That's Knight, I believe. The referee's just checking that he's okay. He's back on his feet. Has he taken a blow to the face? The referee's just checking to see if there's any blood. If there is blood, then he has to leave the field. But there isn't any, so we can get underway again. And it will be a drop ball, as there was no decision from the referee except for that to stop the game for the injury. Smith down the centre of the park. Guest beats Parry mid-air, and Redhead clearly dragged down by the arm by Giddings as he tried to escape and start the counter. Free kick given in favour of Coventry Sphinx. Remember, Boldmere only had the 2 changes left as Ricardo Dudley was brought on inside the first 20 minutes. Guest. Talking to Dudley, he's nodded that one away from Dainty on the edge of the area. Now Giddings. Parry. Gets the free kick there as he was being held from behind by Whiteside, who then slid in with a challenge. Sean Thomas beside himself on the far side of the field. I think that one is probably a fair decision from the referee. On the edge of the centre circle, Sphinx have a free kick to defend. And it was through a direct free kick that Sphinx conceded the equaliser. Byrne floated up towards Hull, nodded across by Hull, only onto the head of Luke Downs, who was looking for Parry. And now the counter on with Leo Brown, flicks it to Redhead. And the counter stutters, and Shorrock is giving it back to Parry on the edge of his own penalty area, but able to intercept on the second time, asking him to play it back to Fallows, makes his apologies. And Brown trying to rip it back from Byrne. Finds Evans. And the through ball by Evans, one-on-one, it's Parry to make it 2-1! We said at the start of the broadcast, Parry was one to watch. And when given space in the penalty area, he did the necessaries and slipped it past Fallows. Boldmere have turned it around. They lead by 2 goals to 1. I'm glad to say that the stadium announcer has got that goal scorer right. And now Sphinx have got to dust themselves off again. They have to save themselves from a second consecutive defeat. And another false start from the kickoff. See changes being made here for Coventry Sphinx. They need something fresh. As Craven clears from the back line, Jack Downs trying to put him under pressure. The clearance cushioned down by Luke Downs. Now Shorrock. Dainty. Shorrock. Back to Dainty. Looking for Leo Brown, but it's too close to Craven. Craven clears up towards Parry, nodded down by Guest. Head on by Gittings. Parry. His header collected by Shorrock for Coventry Sphinx. Shipman being pressured from behind by Hull. Referee says no foul, despite the arm being around him. Evans. Gittings. Looking to send it over. Shorrock for Owen Parry. This time Shorrock got his head on it, but runs into the path of Ross Evans. Sorry, Usher Shipway, I should say. And Usher Shipway bundled over by Finley Shorrock, who feels it was firm but fair. The referee doesn't. Free kick on the right-hand side of the penalty area. I've seen them given for that. I've seen them not given for that. Boldmere have started brightly in this second half. They now lead. Can they extend it? No, they can't. The drill in by Evans was poor, straight at the wall. Hull floats it up once again, but only as far as Shorrock. Long ball up to Brown. Leo Brown brings it to feet. First time ball from Downs to Dainty. His first minute goal seems a lifetime ago now. Shorrock. All the way back with Fallows. Launch up towards Brown. It's over Brown. But Craven's header brought to feet by Redhead. And now Matty Shipman takes the pass to the defender. Shipman! Deflection on the way through. I believe by Knight. Which could have been the only thing stopping Shipman from equalising for Sphinx. Taking it over the crossbar from that powerful punt from Shipman. See Alex Locke going for a warm-up. We are being told that he has got a bit of an ankle injury, so it'll be a bit of a risk. Redhead with the corner from the right. There's a deft one in. Goalkeeper's missed it, but Guest prevented from getting to the seconds free. Boldmere defenders shielding the ball out. Like a moving black and white wall in front of the Sphinx captain. Oh, and now the goalkeeper's gone down. Callum Smith. Well, we've got another half hour to go here, so if this is time wasting, it's perhaps a tad early. It does give both teams a chance to regroup and think about their game plans for the last half an hour. And it gives us a chance to tell you what's going on around the ground. So let's check out the Premier League scores. Bournemouth now 3-0 up at Sheffield United. The writing's certainly on the wall for Sheffield United this season. Burnley have taken the lead at home to West Ham United. They were denied a penalty in the first half. They haven't been denied it this time. They've got the penalty scored by Rodriguez. Coventry still leading at Millwall by 1-0 through Matty Godden. Well, let's have a quick look through the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands matches, if we can, as Smith gets back to his feet. Anthony Noman's now 3-0 up at home to Coleshill. Bedworth 2, Gresley 0. Still 0-0 between Corby and Loughborough. It's 2-2 between Harbour and Sutton Coldfield. Great game there. Hinkley 2-0 up at home to Cambridge. Lye beating Quorn 2-1. Sheffield Dynamo 2-0 up against AFC Rushden Diamonds. Here's a turn-up for the Bucks. Spalding 4, Sporting Cowser 0. Brilliant game there. And Walsall Wood and Rugby is also still 0-0. Smith's kick after his recovery onto the head of Downs in the lower part of the midfield. Brown looking for the run of Gio Dainty, who's a couple of paces behind it. Dudley shielding it into the corner and does so beautifully, the former Bedworth United man. Dudley's throw. Shark wins the header, but the second's fall to Usher Shipway, who punts it into no man's land. It's forward to Percy. Brown asking for a free kick there. They've received a bit of a nick from behind from Craven. Again, the referee unmoved. Shark has to nod it into touch with that long ball from the back. It's towards Usher Shipway down the right-hand side. Shipway to the feet of Evans. Clearance from Craven's cannons off Brown. Shipman takes it too close to Knight. And his ball to the right, cushioned header by Shark, only as far as Usher Shipway. Gittings wants it. Usher Shipway's path covered off by Shark. Great work from the left back. Usher Shipway sandwich between Brown and Shark, goes to the ground and gets the free kick right by the touchline. Usher Shipway taking a while to get back to his feet. Well, subs have gone for a warm-up for Coventry Sphinx. A couple going for Boldmere 2. A reminder of the subs on the bench for Boldmere St Michael's: Andre Brown, Taz Chibea and Callum North. The referee has made a few odd calls tonight. It looked like Percy was having his arm held. Giassi went down. The referee obviously feeling that Giassi was taken down by Percy on the halfway line. And we are going to have a substitution in a moment for Coventry Sphinx. That's Jordan Hayward getting ready. And perhaps Alex Locke as well. Craven's kick towards the edge of the area. Datey being used as a launch pad by Knight. Again, the referee says nothing doing as Guest sticks his later through that one. Handball claims against Gittings as he chest controls on the halfway line. Referee says no. It's back into the area now. Shark nods it towards Fallows. It's taken around Fallows by Parry and away by Joe Percy. Sphinx half expecting the whistle to blow there. They seem to just freeze in the penalty area as Perry follows for speed heading towards the line. That's a shit way. It's a deft ball into the area brought down by Fallows. And Fallows trying to get Sphinx underway quickly. It's up towards Leo Brown. Dudley able to get his head on that one. Shipman. Hall wants a free kick. He's not going to get as Dainty. Chips it into the area, but it's too close to the goalkeeper for Leo Brown. And brought down safely by Smith. Sphinx's subs will have to wait. They are going to need another option up there in attack. The best one would clearly be Caelan Bailey-Nichols, who played for Boldmere earlier in the season. Boldmere hoping to extend their lead here with Byrne. Loses that to the opposite number 6 in Whiteside. Punted into touch there by Holes. Sphinx cleared. Halfway into their own turf, Sphinx will have the throw in. Percy. Touched by Brown straight into the path of the midfielder. But played across for Finley Shark to intercept. I think Usher Shipway was the target. Redhead hassled and harried all the way by Evans. And that will surely be a free kick now. Evans was leaning into the side of the Sphinx man for a good 5 seconds there. And there's going to be a change for Boldmere 2. It's number 8 on the board, and that's Gittings, who's gone down with an apparent injury. Well, on the board, we can see number 12. That's Andre Brown. The change not being made just yet. The free kick is definitely being taken out of position. Sphinx preparing their change too. And it is going to be Jordan Hayward to come on. The subs board being prepared by Paul Seddon. That's getting his help to his feet. He'll be disembarking the pitch any moment now. And Brown is ready to take his place in what will surely be a defensive change to firm up the Boldmere backline, with them leading by 2-1. We have just 21 minutes to go. So the change confirmed. Giddings off, Andre Brown on for Boldmere. Hayward's introduction. He's going to have to wait for a moment. They're not ready to make a change just yet, as Coventry Sphinx have a set piece just inside the centre circle in Boldmere's half of the field. Redhead. That's an easy header away by Andre Brown. Evans spots Giassi free on the left-hand side, and Giassi using his pace to get Boldmere up the other end of the park sharpish. That's a Shitway, and Brown looking for an immediate impact right in front of goal, but a lunge in by Shark enough to divert his attentions. And here comes the change now. Well, Sphinx want to make the change. Now they are going to make it now, as they just started playing, but the referee's called it back for the substitution, and it's Gio Dainty leaving the field. The goal scorer for Coventry Sphinx, and he is coming on for Alex Locke. Well, Hayward was getting ready for a while, but it looked like it's going to be Locke to come on. Sphinx now, looks like they're going to 4-4-2. Back to basics for the away side. Dainty got the goal early on. Now they need something different. Fallows upfield. Met in the air by Craven. And Guest chipping that one into touch and over the roof of the main stand here at the Boldmere Community Stadium. Another match ball is going to be needed with just 19 minutes to go. And there's been another goal at the Den, and Coventry City are nearly there. They are 2-0 up at Millwall. Sakamoto in the 67th minute. It's looking like a good day for the Sky Blues. But can the Sky Blue and Whites take a share of the spoils from Boldmere? Dudley. Just shit way in the right-hand corner of that penalty area, looking for Evans. Touches it away from Downs. Switches the play over to Niassi. Pokes it into the area, but it's easy pickings for Percy over a kick from Luke Downs to try and create some separation. Boldmere not giving up on this one. Another opportunity here. Little challenge in from the side there. On Giassi, referee says no. It would have been a very soft decision to give. There's a stoppage on the far side of the field now as another member of the Boldmere team's gone down. And it is Giassi. But he doesn't need, well, it looks like he doesn't need any further treatments as the physio has been ordered away. Throw taken by Percy. Shipman felt he was impeded. They're being pulled down from behind by Knight. Referee didn't agree. But he does agree, and Boldmere asking for that free kick as Shipman commits the infringement himself. Free kick for Boldmere. They're looking good for their lead and good for the 3 points at this crucial stage of the game. Nodded up by Brown and nodded over. Who got the last touch? Well, crucially, it is 3-1. In fact, no, has it been overturned? No, the goal's not going to stand. The goal is not going to stand. A real melee in front of goal. I think it was Brown who got the final touch over the line, but the referee's seen something in there that he didn't like. And the goal will not stand. It stays 2-1. Guest. Now Shark. Touched on by Redhead. Here's Alex Locke. Followed all the way by Dudley. Playing a little further upfield. Redhead. Chip ball to find Jack Downs. Floats it over the back line. Looking for Joe Percy. Awkward bounce for Knight. Back with the goalkeeper from Hull. Smith dives down onto it. Sphinx preparing their second change of the afternoon. And a wayward ball from Smith straight into touch. At this point, Boldmere just want to keep Sphinx as far away from their own penalty area as they can. And the referee is calling over the linesman. I'm not entirely sure what for. Maybe it's something said by one of the Boldmere coaches in reply to that disallowed goal. Throw towards Shipman. Thinks it left and he was caught in playing that ball. Referee gives the free kick to Sphinx and Boldmere now surrounding the referee. It's now an opportunity for Sphinx to take advantage of. They've been limited to their opportunities today. It's in by Jack Redhead couldn't find the Sphinx man. Slide in by Alex Locke, who got the final touch. It came off Dudley last. Brilliant work from the former rugby midfielder. Sharrock outline towards Shipman, being held from behind by Dudley. Referee says nothing doing as Dudley skews that clearance onto the roof of the stand, and we're going to need another match ball. Another one is quickly found. And the substitution to come for Coventry Sphinx. And it's Sharrock leaving the field. He was all set to take that throw in. But he is leaving the field, and in his place comes Jordan Hayward. Straight swap on the left-hand side. Hayward may be a little more attacking minded. Well, Hayward taking the throw slightly out of position. Was for Shipman. Not into the area by Dudley and hoofed away. Downs. Heads only as far as Giassi. Lunge in by Joe Percy, keeping Boldmere at bay for now. On the halfway line, it's with Knight. Little give and go, and Giassi can't find his way past Luke Downs on that occasion. It's back in the midfield with Boldmere. Hayward with the interception. It was intended for Usher Shitway. Jordan Hayward with his first attack for Sphinx, taking on Usher Shitway, formerly of the Neaton Borough. Back to Locke, right side, to the centre of midfield with Luke Downs. Guest. And is it too far for Leo Brown? It was just a yard too far for the out-of-church low knee as Craven stretched to get something right to turn it away from Brown in his last game for Sphinx. Floated up towards Shipman. Off the shoulder. Only as far as a Boldmere man now striding away as Byrne. Looking for the run of Andre Brown, but punted clear by Guest. Hull. Asking too much of Brown there. It's met in the air by Lewis Guest. Appeals a free kick there on Hull. Referee says nothing doing. Usher Shipway. Overlap being made by Dudley. And he's found Dudley. Plenty of space on the right-hand side to get the delivery in. Ricardo Dudley cuts it on Hayward. Still going Dudley. That time took it too close to Hayward. Interception made, but Redhead plays it behind Jordan Hayward. And Boldmere have another opportunity. Usher Shipway, past Locke. It's Usher Shipway to make it safe. Oh, somehow, Keelan Fallows has got his hand on that from Andre Brown, point-blank range. Well, some of the saves Fallows has made this season have been superhuman, and that is one of them. If it wasn't for Fallows' intervention there, the game would be almost over with 10 minutes to go. Goes a good strong header away by Shipman. Kept in by Evans. Evans' delivery towards Brown. Off the post! And off the post again! Twice in the space of a second, Boldmere hit the post. The woodwork the only thing from denying Boldmere from a certain 3 points. Sphinx need to find that little spark to give themselves a chance in the closing stages of this game. At the moment, it just doesn't look like it's coming. Giassi wrestling for position. It's bundled into touch by Joe Percy. Taking every ounce of time that they can in taking this. They've got the lead. They lead by 2 goals to 1. Launched in towards that near post. Can Sphinx clear? It's brought down Guest. Luke Downs gets it into relative safety, but it's got to come back. Giassi beating Shipman to the loose ball, but surrounded by sky blue shirts, and it's Jack Downs who comes away with it. Luke Downs, only onto the chest of Byrne in the midfield. Giassi held from behind. Can he avoid the challenge of Luke Downs? Downs still with him. Giassi goes down. Referee says advantage, and now calls it back for the Boldmere free kick. I think because Giassi stayed down. Downs was following all the way and eventually decides to slide in to take the ball away, but only took Giassi out. And Jack Downs defending his brother, saying that he won the ball. It's not an opinion that the referee shares. The referee placing the ball where it ought to be taken. Giassi trying to take it a little further towards the goal. Well, Giassi's free kick levelled it up for Boldmere before half-time. Can he strike a double, confirm Boldmere's victory? 4 men standing in front of him, hoping to get something on the ball. Fellows waiting for what's to come. Giassi, what could be the match-winning moment. And it would have been if not for a good save, darting to the right from Keelan Fallows. Both hands to it, denying Giassi at double. Seven minutes left. Sphinx are at the wrong end of the park, an area that they've been at all too frequently today. A glancing header, but trouble-free for Coventry Sphinx. Hull trying to lead by example there, the captain. Fallows. Flicked on with the head of Downs. Couldn't find Brown. It's kept alive by Alex Locke. And Brown with a barge in on Burns as he played the ball away. He's okay, and Boldmere continue. Giassi, and well, that's definitely, well, surely it is. Well, here's a free kick now, but it's been given to Coventry Sphinx. Percy lunging in, trying to get something on the ball. Took the player down. Giassi got back to his feet and then actually fouled Percy, forcing him down from behind. And Giassi less than pleased. A little bit of argy-bargy there with Percy. He's right to feel aggrieved with the decision. But he can't complain about the foul that he conceded. Fallows trying to take the ball up another couple of yards. Boldmere quick to alert the referee to that, and he's asked to take it further back. Fallows. Headed on, but only as far as Evans. Acrobatic kick from Byrne. Again, Sphinx's long balls from the back aren't going anywhere. Evans skips past the challenge. Whiteside trying to cover him off. Byrne halts the run and dinks it into the area. Parry, can he turn and shoot? No, lays it off to Evans. Evans does strike. Fallows had to scramble across. Thankfully, he didn't need to intervene as it bounced just wide of the post. Well, the last change being prepared for Coventry Sphinx. Wait to see who it is coming on. Looks like Caelan Bailey-Nichols is coming on. The former Boldmere man. How sweet it would be if he could get the equaliser against his old team. No, get the throw in just in front of Sphinx's dugout there, Boldmere. And here comes the change now. While I get the substitutes board sorted. There's Jack Downs leading the field. Another attacking option. Sphinx seemingly going for three up top again. Bailey Nichols on.
Substitution for Coventry Sphinx. Next to the pitch, number 7, Jack Downs. And entering at number 16, Anthony Bailey.
Sphinx gone away for after that failed attack from Boldmere, but the ball down the right-hand side. Wayward. Brown couldn't get on the end of it, throwing just shy off the halfway line for Boldmere. Knight. Header only as far as just a shit way. Redhead. Heavy touch for Brown. And Redhead concedes the foul on Usher Shipway. Right, it's not going particularly well for Coventry Sphinx, but it's going brilliantly for Coventry City. They are now 3-0 up at Millwall. Ben Sheaf in the 88th minute. So a certain 3 points for Mark Robbins' men. Well, the team playing for Sean Thompson, Judd Wood would need to scratch and claw for just one. Free kick straight at Keelan Fallows from long range. And Fallows quickly distributes it up towards Caelan Bailey Nichols. It bounces just in front of Hayward. Kicked in via the head of Hayward for Bailey Nichols. Shielding from his old teammate at two clubs, Rico Dudley, and gets the free kick. Dudley dragging him down from the shoulder. And Bailey Nichols is going to leave it for Luke Downs to take, and Evans saying that it should be taken a little further out. Referee doesn't agree, and Downs takes it even further. 2 minutes to go. Can Sphinx make themselves heroes here with an equaliser? Diving header away by Dudley, and now Usher Shipway can finish the job. Thumps it up towards Giassi, nodded up rather than out by Percy, but nods it down now for Alex Locke. Taking on Parry, and bundles Parry over. Quick flag from the linesman, free kick against Coventry Sphinx. They're fast running out of time here. I'd say there's going to be a bit more added time than we saw in the first half. I'd go for 4 minutes. And Boldmere in no rush to get this game started. Leo Brown has to go and fetch the ball as it's kicked away. Now Smith can get started again as we enter the last minute of normal time. Boldmere have had to do it the hard way, but they do lead by 2-1. Floats it towards the edge of the penalty area. Giassi brings it down. Handball claims. He got the strike away. The flag stayed down. There was a brilliant parry by Keelan Fallows. It would have stood if Giassi was able to find the back of the net. Usher Shipway to finish it. Plays at the cross. No one home. Back in by Knight. Now Evans. I'm not entirely sure what Evans was going for there. Pass or cross, but it didn't work out either way. And now the final change of the afternoon for Boldmere, and leaving the field it is going to be Ross Evans, not Harry Sweeney as we were led to believe in the first half. Heading on is Taz Chibawa.
Exiting the pitch, number 11, Ross Evans. And entering the pitch, number 16, Taz Jabaya.
We're into added time now. Coventry Sphinx have little more than a couple of minutes to drag the 3 points kicking and screaming away from Boldmere.
Has indicated that there'll be 5 minutes.
And we're hearing 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes. So Sphinx have to act fast. Follows. It's towards Hayward, kept in by Jordan Hayward, right on the line. Byrne, and Luke Downs clearly pushed down mid-air by Andre Brown. Referee gives the free kick, and Brown taking the ball with him from a moment there, but now Downs will launch it in to the danger zone. Well, it doesn't look like Brown is to require 10 yards. Referee lets Downs continue anyway. It's a simple header away on the edge of the box. Giassi. Lovely bit of trickery to play it away from the defender, but to slide in. Well, Alex Locke takes it away. Now with Bailey Nichols. Looking for Percy, but cut out by Owen Parry. So throwing deep into Sphinx territory, and just as they take it, well, the referee was going to have it retaken there, but he's letting them continue. Sphinx losing out once again. Brown slips it through for Giassi. Lunge in there by Joe Percy. I think he got more of the ball than the last time he attempted that, but still got too much of the man. So on the left-hand side of the Sphinx penalty area, they have to concede, well, the defender should say, a free kick. They've only got 3 minutes to go. They're at the entirely wrong end of the park. It's going to be taken short. Sphinx trying to scramble clear. And that will definitely be a free kick there. Let's just shoot away his leg taken away. Sphinx trying to get themselves clear from their own backyard, but then Usher Shipway fouled. Free taken short. Brown on the touchline. And the chance now to make it safe for Boldmere St Michael's. They've done it. Ben Usher Shipway slides it across Follows to seal the deal and seal the 3 points.
One off the training ground.
It might be off the training ground, but it's in the net. That's all that matters. It all started so brightly for Coventry Sphinx, but it has ended in darkness. And back-to-back defeats for Sean Thomas and John Woodward's men, not what they hope to come away with at the conclusion of tonight's match.
Goal for your Boldmere St Michael's, number 7, Ben Usher Shipway.
Well, after that goal in the first minute for Sphinx, it's all gone a little downhill since then. Now with just 30 seconds of added time to go, I think the lads will just want to get in the dressing rooms, get in the warmth and prepare for the next match next Saturday. Byrne. Taking up by the challenge of Alex Locke. Referee says nothing doing. Giassi stumbles into the challenge of Joe Percy. Percy dragged down, referee says nothing doing. It's now with Andre Brown taking it on for Boldmere. Giassi forced back towards the halfway line. Thinks it into the midfield. Too close though for Lewis Guest, but Guest out of position now as Usher Shipway looking for a second. Straight down the line of sight of Keelan Follows, passes into his hands. And Perry trying to block the kick and gets the free kick out of it. Does Keelan Follows. Parry not allowing Follows the space he deserved. And it's going to be taken off the deck by Keelan Follows, what will surely be the final move of the match. With the game surely already out of Sphinx's reach. Brown bundled down. And the loose ball picked up by Giassi on the far side of the field, but actually he's beaten for pace by Alex Locke. Follows brought down and flicked on by Byrne. to Rico Dudley. Charged down by Hayward. Jordan Hayward all the way back with Whiteside. Brown going to make an impact on his final appearance. It hasn't done so today. Luke Downton holding midfield. Well, it all started so badly for Boldmere St Michael's, but they picked themselves up and with 3 unanswered goals have collected the 3 points here at the Boldmere Community Stadium. Work to do for Coventry Sphinx. Their unbeaten run now well and truly behind them. Some fresh ideas and some determination will be needed next week to return to winning ways. Final score here at the Boldmere Community Stadium in the Pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Boldmere St Michael's 3, Coventry Sphinx 1. Well, let's take through the final scores around the grounds in the Pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Before we go, Anstey Nomads 3, Coleshill Town 1, Bedworth United 2, Gresley Rovers 1, Corby Town 0, Loughborough Dynamo 1, Harbour Town 2, Sutton Coldfield 3. A shock result there. Sutton Coldfield inflicting the first defeat on Harbour since August. Hinkley LRFC 2, Cambridge City 0, Lytown 2, Corn 1, Shepshed Dynamo 2, AFC Rushden Diamonds 1. Shock score of the day though, Spalding 5, Sporting Cowser 0, and Walsall Wood 1, Rugby 0. A 93rd minute goal from Kevin Montero, sealing the 3 points for the Wood there. And the score at the Den, final score, Millwall 0, Coventry City 3. That's a good result for the Sky Blues. Finally, in the Premier League, Burnley 1, West Ham 0, Luton 2, Crystal Palace 1. Goal from Brown in the 83rd minute, maybe sealing a rare victory for Luton. Newcastle 4, Chelsea 1, 10-man Chelsea, who've been reduced to 10 men after Reece James was sent off. And Nottingham Forest 2, Brighton 3, and finally Sheffield United 0, Bournemouth 3. So not the best of nights here for Coventry Sphinx, but we go again next week. Highlights will be available tomorrow on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. Until then, I've been Liam Cook. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.